All right, so today we're going to be looking at the elimination method using addition only. There's multiple ways to use elimination method. It's addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Okay. Today we're going to focus on addition, but the rules stay the same for all of elimination method. Okay. So today we're going to solve systems using elimination, and we need two things. Here's the first thing that you need in order to solve a system of equations. You need to have one term that has with the same sign, no, not the same sign, with the same digit or coefficient and opposite signs. Oh, that's both of them. Here's the rule, okay? You need one term with the same digit or the coefficient, the number in front of the variable, and opposite signs. So one has to be a positive and one has to be a negative. You got that written down in your notes? That's all you need in order to solve these systems using elimination method. What does elimination mean? To get rid of, right? To eliminate, right? So we want to get rid of something so that it's easier for us to solve an equation. Ready? All right. So let's focus here. Okay, I have two equations, right? My first equation says minus 2x minus 2y equals negative 10, right? My second equation says 2x plus 3y equals negative 5. I'm going to add these two equations together. Okay? Now remember, what did I say I need in order for this to work? What do I need for the elimination to work? You guys just wrote it. Same digit for one term and opposite sign. Okay, so here my x's both have 2's, right? So that qualifies. This is a negative and this is a positive. Does that fulfill my two requirements? Yes, right? Here, it's a 2 and a 3, and they're both negative. So I can't eliminate these guys. But what is negative 2x plus 2x? 0. So I can just cross those out. That's elimination method. Now I've eliminated the x's. Okay, I've eliminated my x's. The only thing I have left in these two equations when I add them is a y unknown variable. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add these guys together. What is a negative 2y plus a negative 3y? I'm adding. What is it? So it's negative 5y, right? So I have a negative 5 and a negative 10. What is negative 10 plus negative 5? So negative 15, right? So far, so good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to solve my problem for y. So what am I going to divide by then? 5. What kind? Negative 5. This becomes a positive 1. Y is equal to what? 3. Positive 3. Negative and a negative becomes a positive. So now I know that y is equal to 3. Now I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to look at these equations because I still want to know what x is equal to. What does x equal? We don't know, right? But I do know what y is, correct? Okay, so my second step. So after you've solved for the remaining variable, because it's not always going to be x, it's not always going to be y. Sometimes we solve for x, sometimes we'll solve for y. Substitute the value I can't spell today. Actually, that's my nemesis spelling. Substitute the variable, that's why I like math, into one original equation. Move it up. Bless you. Got it? Okay, so first step, my requirements. I need one term with the same digit or the coefficient of the variable, and it doesn't matter. It can be x or it can be y. That's why I wasn't specific to it. And then that term, those digits have to have opposite signs. One should be positive, one should be negative, right? My second step, once I've done that and eliminated a variable, because that's what you end up doing, you're going to solve for the other variable. So after you solve for the remaining variable, you're going to take that answer, that solution, and substitute it back into one of the original equations. All right? So let's go ahead and do that. Let's pick one. Which one do you want? Which one would you solve? Top or bottom equation?
Bottom.
Why bottom? Well, they're all the same, x and y. But the numbers are smaller, right? Because this is a -5. And there's only 2 negatives here. So those are the things that I look for. Less negatives, because you guys make the most mistakes when you're looking at negatives. And your smaller digits, so that the work is not as difficult. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write this equation here. 2x minus 3, but I'm going to substitute y. Remember, because what does y equal now?
0.
What does y equal?
3. Y.
Y equals 3. So instead of x, I'm going to put 3. And then I'm going to finish my equation. Equals -5. And now I can solve this equation, and I'll know what x is equal to, because now I'm solving for x. Okay? What is -3 times 3?
6.
Say it again. Matthew, what is it? -9. Okay? And now I'm going to follow those other steps that I gave you that are up on the board, right? What do I have to do next? There's no parentheses anymore. I got rid of those. Do I add the opposite?
Yeah.
What am I going to add?
Negative to it.
I'm going to add a negative?
9.
I'm going to add a positive 9, right? Plus 9. Plus 9. Because it's the opposite of this negative. That becomes 0. There, I eliminated that. What I did was I moved it over and I kept my balance on my scale. So what is a -5 plus a +9?
Positive 4.
Thank you. Now my last step is to undo this operation. So the inverse of multiplication is division. What am I dividing by? Both sides by 2. What does x equal? That's my answer here. So my answer is going to be 2, 3. This is my answer in the form of an ordered pair. Okay, and that is step 3. Which as soon as I see you guys are done writing here, I'm going to flip over and I'm going to have you write number 3. Write your solution in the form of an ordered pair. What does an ordered pair look like? X, value of x, comma, value of y. Oops, sorry. So this is everything you need to know. Not really. But this is everything you need to know for addition. To eliminate using addition. Keep these steps handy while you do your work today. Keep them handy when you attempt your homework, classwork later, and hopefully you'll get them all done today. All right, so we're going to do another one or two maybe. In fact, you know what? Let's do something. Let's look at number 2. Huh? You weren't done writing? Yeah, he's got them. Let's look at your problems really quick. Look at number 2. Am I going to eliminate my x or my y's? You know what? So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to say this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to cross that out. Let's look at number 4. Am I eliminating x or y? What? Is there 2 in front of there? So I can't, right? Just one of them so far. What about number 3? X or y? Y has a 4 and a 2. X. Cross it out. 3. Let's look at number 5. What am I going to eliminate? X or y? This time I'm going to eliminate my y's. How about number 6? This is the easy part, right? You're looking for those 2 criteria that are going to make them easy to eliminate. All right? Number 7. Number 7. Number 7. X or y?
Y.
Y?
Y.
6 and 2 are the same?
No, but negative 2x and 2x.
And isn't that part of my criteria? Don't I want them to be same digit, opposite sign? Right? Okay, so I can cross out those. How about number 8? X or y? X. Look at this part's easy, right, so far? Number 10. Number 12. My y's, right? How about number 9? Oh, okay. Noah, can you say that just a tad bit louder so that everybody can hear you? Because wait, one of the things that you guys notice is they both have 4s and they both have 3s. But why not both of them, Noah?
Because y has a positive and positive, and x has a negative 4.
Because the y does not have both criteria. It has the same digit, check, but they're not opposite sides. Only my 4s have opposite signs. So those are the ones I'm going to cross out. What about 11? Ryan, you said, oh, 11 too. They have the same. Did you figure out why you can't? Right. So this time, my x's. All right. Super easy so far, right? Now we know exactly what we're going to eliminate. And all we have to do is come up with our new equation. So let's look at one. Let's look at, that one's easy. Let's look at number 4. Let's look at number 4. Okay. I want you guys to remember what's in front of this y? Juan, right? So let's add Juan. Now it's easier to solve. Don't forget to put that 1 there when you're solving, because that makes a lot more sense than just the y. So now I have a positive 2 and a negative 1. What does my answer become? So it's 1y, right? Or can I just say y? What is a negative 4 minus, or positive 4 minus 2? Wow, did I have to do any other work for this one? No, that one was super easy. Just gave me straight. So now let's figure out which one I want to solve. Which one's easier? Top or bottom equation? Why not bottom? They're all negatives. Let's avoid the negatives, right? So we're going to say x plus 2, and in parentheses, whatever my y is, because I'm substituting that, so put those parentheses in there. You know you're multiplying by 2, is equal to 4. What is 2 times 2? 4 equals 4. Let's bring my x plus. How do I move this positive 4? I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. I'm not dividing it. This becomes 0. So what is x equal to? Am I done?
No.
What's my last step? I need ordered pair. What is it? Everybody say it. That's, write it as an ordered pair. What's an ordered pair? X comma y. So what's my x value? 0. And what's my y value? That's my answer right here. Okay? Do I need to do more, or are you guys good with this?
No, do more.
Yeah.
No, this is easy. Can you do number 7? No.
Devin, what do you think? Do more, or are we good? One more? All right, one more. Devin says one more. I'll pick it. Yeah, I'll pick it. I'm going to do number 10. Okay, so I'm going to put this 1 in front of the x because that's little Juan there. Okay, so I've eliminated my y. So what is negative 1x plus a negative 3x going to be? I'm going to end up with negative, I'm adding, remember? Not multiplying. Now I have a negative 17. And remember, guys, column method. 17 is negative, 9 is positive, 9 is smaller. Let's subtract it. What's 17 minus 9? 8, and it's negative, so my answer becomes negative 8. Column method. Okay, so this is an x, looks like a y. So how do I solve for this now? Thank you, Jasmine. What did you say? Negative 4. Don't forget the negative. This is where you all make those little teeny tiny mistakes that gives you the wrong answer and creates your whole problem to be wrong. Okay, positive 1. So what does x equal? Positive 2, because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay, so I'm going to pick an equation. Why? Less negatives. So we're going to say negative 3. I'm substituting my x. So in parentheses, instead of an x, I'm going to write a positive 2 plus 5y equals 9. What is it? Negative 3 times a positive 2. What is it? Senor Diaz, please don't forget the negatives. He keeps saying positive when it should be negative, and I want him to pay attention to those negatives. All right, now what? Now what? Which is? So I'm going to add 6 to both sides. That becomes 0, right? Bring down my positive 5y. What is 9 plus 6? 9 plus 6? 9 plus 6? 15. Divide both sides by what number? What does y equal? So what's my actual answer? 2, not 2/3, 2, 3. You're on the right track, though. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Okay, get her done. It's Friday. The more you work in class, no homework.